So there's a lot of questions on sheriff's outfits and paramedic outfits, stuff like that in the online. Mainly outfits that are blacklisted. To do them step by step. Uh, with first-hand experience, I'm gonna explain it as it goes. If anybody has a question on how to do it, uh, like message. This is a live stream. If it's not the live stream anymore, gonna comment. I see that we already have one person. I cannot see who that message is. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Do. I don't have text to speech, so I can't do much for you, bud. Oh, I see you, James. Okay. So first step you're gonna want to do is load into online. It doesn't matter what type of session, just go in the online. Now, I think you can keep doing this glitch back to back, but you still have to keep doing the bird part. I'm not going to show you the bird peyote part because you're actually supposed to have that to begin with to be able to do these glitches and explain uh, how to do it uh, and how to get it to correctly load in the online. Now keep in mind you're going to want a buddy with you to be able to get this to work. Some people are saying that it's timing out for them. The reason why you're going to want a buddy is because towards the end, like right at the end, when you're going to go load into a public lobby or any type of lobby, you have to have an invite to load in the online now because that part's patched for me. It may be just for me or to other people, but for me, I'm using invite from a friend. Once you actually get this in online, you can jump servers, but once you close your app or go back in the story mode, it cancels the glitch. Um, so once you load in the online here, this is alpha I've saved. You're gonna go open up the pause menu, go to swap character, and this glitch isn't really hard to do. It's just a very long process. Um, due to you have to watching the Diamond Casino ad. Or not ad, but trailer multiple times. Um, you have to go through and delete your character. I'm going to show you how you do all that stuff. You do not want your second character, like you're going to have to delete your second character in this. So if you have a second character that you need to keep, go ahead and make a whole new, like you're recommended to make a whole new account. See how it's telling me that I can start editing? That means I don't have to do the whole create it and all that fun stuff, but I'm still going to show you guys how because sometimes you won't get that. So you're going to enter the exit, click on the character, press X on it or whatever type of console you have. I have PS4. If you guys have any and once you get to this screen here, you just go straight to save and continue. Name it whatever. This part sucks. And then it's gonna load you in online. Once you know how to do this. Now you do not have to keep this character because, well, you won't keep the character because you have to delete it here in a second. Once you fully load in the online, which we're going to be doing, you're going to go back to swap character and I'll explain that as it comes to that.
Announcing the grand
Okay.
opening of the Diamond Casino and Resort. Play around. Escape the ordinary. An exclusive luxury adult playground with limitless indulgences. Binge and give in to temptation
See,
in our
once you watch
VIP
this
casino.
trailer, you're
Play table
going
games,
to
slot machines, bet on horses.
Lonely stepbrother takes the race.
Spin the lucky wheel to win prizes or a new luxury car. To brave
once you
nightlife,
load in, you'll
world-class
see
luxury
what we're gonna.
shopping.
I'll show you the next step.
Or relax on the roof terrace and swing by the hot tubs and infinity pool. The party doesn't have to stop. Spend your money sensibly by purchasing a luxury penthouse, complete with lounge, guest bedrooms, home theater, bar, private tables, spa, and an office. Penthouse owners can play high-limit tables and chill in the VIP
So we're gonna
lounge
let
with
this,
other
and you
people
have to.
of a
Sadly, you have to
certain
watch this
caliber.
trailer
Give in
twice.
to your whims and
It
desires
sucks.
and an experience you'll never forget
Um,
until you do. Private, pristine, impeccable. The most exclusive casino in San
it adds to the
Andreas.
time
The
to
Diamond
do it.
Casino and Resort. Play around.
But with this glitch, it allows you to become like canine units and sheriffs, fire department. Allows you to become characters that you can be, like a really fat guy or a really buff guy. It adds to the role playing if you do that type of stuff. So, um, once you get into this screen here, you're gonna pull back up the pause menu, go to online, and go back to swap character. Um, basically glitches this character out so it doesn't force it onto your actual character and reset it. It glitches it into the second one so it's not messing up your first. It's weird to explain. Now you're going to want to make sure you're on your right, the character that you're going to delete, your second one that you made. Then you're going to type in delete. And then what you're going to do here is see where it has the edit for the top left. That's what you want. Don't press X, just press circle when it comes to that. Then it's going to load you into story mode. Now, this is where a lot of the time it takes longer, is these next few steps, is because you have to reload one of your game saves. And during that process, you are going to, or not during that process, but after that process, you're going to go into director mode. And then you have to do the bird glitch. Now we're going to go to game, load game. Preferably load up the game that where you have that bird. I don't know what happens if you don't load up the game if you have those animals or not, but I recommend it because you may not like have that because sometimes Rockstar switches up the saves. It's weird. It's kind of messed up in my opinion. But if you have any questions, let me know in the midway and I can like answer it the best I can. The stream may cut out a bit, but that's fine. Because I will probably have a video up completely explaining each step and not through live stream. I'm only doing the live stream, so if people do see this and they want to figure out how to do it, they can actually ask me live and not through YouTube comments, because I've already have plenty of those. It's not fun. Um, but yeah, we're gonna let this load. That's the one thing I hate about GTA 5 is the long loading screens. But hell, I've dealt with it since the game came out, pretty much. Too bad GTA 6 is just around the corner. Well, I mean, thank God, but see your final. We're hearing that it's coming in the online or PS5, which sucks. So what you're gonna do here, once you load in, you're gonna enter director mode. Now, when you do this bird glitch, uh, if you respawn back at the cast trailer, or respawn back in the story mode, just go back to the bird, or yeah, the bird that you chose, or just any bird that can fly. And then once you get to this part, once you select the bird, you're going to because some like other videos they'll try and say like, oh, you need to go into director mode, change your location, and then go back. What you're gonna want to do is just change your location when you're the bird. It saves you time instead of loading in the director mode, changing the location, and then backing out. Saves you so much more time. About a minute or so because of the loading. Once you get to this part, what you're gonna want to do is take flight, hover over exit director mode, and this is the longest process because it can range from 32 seconds to 52 to 5 minutes. Almost 52 minutes. Oh, don't want to touch screen. Now what you're gonna want to do is double tap X right before the car hits you. I did that a little too late. If you see the white circle, it should work. But if it loads you back into this casting area, that means you didn't do it right. That means you got to redo it. Each time when you die or don't do that part right, you have to change your location for it to work. It's not going to work if you do it that way. Now, once you actually get this part to work, this might take me a while to do. I'm losing my voice. So once you get this part to work correctly, and if you don't think a vehicle is gonna work great, don't try it. See, like, I might have done it. I don't know. Oh yeah. This, you'll know when it works when you start seeing that white circle take really long to load. Or not like really long, but a small amount of time. You can get it up and loaded. And you're gonna be here for quite a while to wait for that wasted screen. Once you have that wasted screen, I'll explain from there. But in the meantime, I'm gonna give the credit out to the rightful owners. Uh, North Legion, OFI City, and then there's one more I cannot fully remember. But this is a step by step, kind of slowly explained, and not just like talked about. And I'm not gonna give out names because that's gonna ruin theirs. But I'm gonna give them the credit for who actually found it, which is OFI City and North Legion Gaming. Those are the people that I found to do it with. Now, if you have Save Wizard, which I do not have, it allows you to edit some of these director mode characters to get characters that aren't already there, like the male sheriff or North Yankton officers and all those other characters that you can't get. Um, but this glitch allows you to play as the NPC. It basically welds an NPC to your character model and then deletes your character model. It's really nice. What sucks is that if you're the police or um, any type of enforcement officers, you do get 1 star on you after you shoot a gun or take a car, but you won't, like, you'll lose them pretty quick because they don't come up to you and they don't shoot you. They just walk up to you and walk away. Now, if someone shoots you, they get 2 stars, and if someone kills you, they get 3 stars. But that's only if you're like emergency, like EMS or police, stuff like that. Now, in the meantime, I do have an invite from someone I can join. Hopefully, I'm gonna check that really quickly. Do Alright, we're good. I'm gonna make sure that I have an invite I can join through because I don't really have anybody online besides that. Uh, but I will be making a video sometime this week on how to do it because once I get that video up, I'm gonna take down this live stream just for simply because this is just for people to ask me live. Yes, I know it's late, but if it keeps timing you out when you're loading back in the online, uh, you probably didn't do it completely correct, or you tried going in the online while you're still in director mode. I'll explain that when we get to it. This is probably the longest process out of the whole thing. So in the meantime, you guys can stare at a black loading screen, and I'm gonna sit here and stare at the same screen, but bigger, depending on if you're watching it on your TV, your phone, your tablet, etc. But I'm gonna mute my mic so I can just sit here and relax for the meantime. Alright, now that you have that wasted screen, you're gonna go right back into another black screen. I recommend doing this method instead of trying to join someone. Now for what you're gonna want to do is listen. You're gonna hold down the button for your interaction menu. You'll hear it, and then you're gonna go up one to where you get this alert. You're gonna want to get this alert because that means that you're in story mode and it means you did it correctly. Once you load into director mode, this is where you can choose your actor. Like, you can choose emergency services. If you want the Blaine County Sheriff's, uh, this one's the best to go with because it looks nice, it doesn't have the tie, and it has the hat 100% of the time. This is the park ranger. I don't know what else is on with the character. Now please keep in mind, just because they don't have the hats on them doesn't mean anything. Like with the highway patrol, these guys have a helmet on that you can't take off. Please keep in mind. Now, that's the sheriff that you can choose. You can choose uh, fire department. Like, you can go through and get a lot of them. Um, there's paramedics that you can go through and choose. But I'm actually going to test out heist characters. Now, yes, there are outfits like this, to where it's like the police guard outfit, but sadly you can't get those without the mask on, which sucks. Um, but you can get like the firefighter outfit. Let me see if I can find it. There. There's the firefighter outfit that you can get. And you can get it on him. I think you can get it on this guy. Or no, this one, I think. Yeah, you can get it on him. I think there's one more that you can get it on. No, not her. I guess not. Unless if you like unlock them down the line. But you can be like a trash man. Those it allows you to unlock all these characters. You can choose what you want. Like if you want to be military or Merryweather, it allows you to become these characters and all that fun stuff. Like you can become a airplane pilot, whatever. But for the meantime, I'm gonna test out the what was it? This one. In the meantime, I'm gonna test out this guy just because of the RP I'm getting ready to head back into. Now, once you load into this area, what you're gonna want to do is quit director mode. Now, if you did this glitch correctly, it should load you into story mode as the character, like it did for me. Once you have that, now you can load in the online. So I'm gonna join through an invite that I have. You're gonna accept any invite that you have, etc. Whatever. Or like any alert. Now this is where people are saying that they're lagging out, is because they're trying to load into a lobby straight to online or that type of stuff. You shouldn't have any username like Michael or Franklin or anything like that in the interaction menu as well. Uh, Now, if any error screen does come up, to save you time, instead of risking it to do like the glitch halfway and then keep doing it, I recommend closing your app and restarting the whole glitch. Just because it could, uh, it, it, it's not the fact that it could mess up, it's the fact that it can't probably do it. Now, I hear that some people are like idling out. That's because either that's internet problems or the glitch was not done correctly, or you try loading into a certain lobby that you can't access no more, or something. That's kind of somewhere to where you cannot reach. But once you go back in the online, you can see like it's still saying joining online. It's probably gonna take a while for me because I'm streaming, but you will have to watch the Diamond Casino trailer again, which sucks. But considering that I am testing the heist character, that could also affect it. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna mute my mic while this loads. So, yeah. Okay, so apparently if you get that loading screen, that means the character's blocked. I can see why it did that to me because I chose a heist character instead of a unblocked character. There's certain when you get that timeout, that means it's a completely blocked character or animal that you cannot like. It's completely locked in story mode. Now, what I'm gonna do is go into online, invite only session, preferably. I can see why some people are seeing that it's timing out now. But otherwise than that, that's how you do it. You should load in the online. If it doesn't, go and redo the glitch, etc., etc. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go do my glitch and get ready for roleplay. Also, this video will be taken down in a couple days, or this stream will be taken down in a couple days, and I'll have a full video up on how to do it. Oh, and like skipped all the loading screens and stuff, just so that you guys don't have to sit there and wait with me. Even though I thank you for sitting there and waiting with me, but I don't know where I'm spawning at right now. Oh, spawned in as my character. Okay. But otherwise than that, I'm gonna end off stream. Peace.